Oh, fish on! That's my first pike in the Yukon. Whoa, he got off! Wow! Stay tuned, folks. There are some big pike in here. Oh, fish on. Nice fish. Oh, fish on. Almost every cast. Oh. Just a ptarmigan walking through the streets of Kennecott City, Yukon. Holy
Insane.
it's bonkers is what it is. I can spend days up here.
Oh my God.
How much time you got for the Yukon experience?
I'm here for 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what mode I'm in. Ocean mode? I don't know. We're about 50 kilometers away from Dawson City, and my brother has no idea what he's in for. Wahoo! We're in Dawson City, Yukon.
Yeah.
Non-paved streets.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty hard paved, like pretty hard gravelish.
Hard packed, but it's the sidewalks are all original.
First time into Dawson City.
There's Diamond Tooth Gertie's right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at these buildings here on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, I want the campground. I'm not.
Watch me. Ready? Cheers.
You did it. So this is exactly where the Klondike Gold Rush started, right here. And we're gonna walk right down to the spot where it actually happened. This is where the gold rush started, right here on Bonanza Creek at this very location. That was a pretty interesting breakfast we just had at the El Dorado in downtown Dawson this morning. Sitting there eating our breakfast and just looking around the room, and happened to catch one of the TV show guys from the show Gold Rush, Chris Dumit. He works for the Parker Schnabel crew as the Gold Room guy. He's the guy that's always smoking the big cigars.
I think.
Oh, they're gonna squeeze this guy in, but not me.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not getting on this one.
Who knows?
And away we go on the Yukon River.
Yeah. See, the whole boat is going sideways now to just line up with this, eh? Yeah.
And just check out this view. Wow, this is stunning. Yukon, Alaska. So we just made a stop at the Alaska border, the north crossing into Alaska on the top of the World Highway. So we're doing the entire length, or we've done the entire length one way. Now we're going to come back, and we're seeing a completely different view here of the valleys, and the vistas are just like, they're just insane up here. It is the day that we shove off to the Arctic, and we're starting to pack up the trailer here. All right, so we are ready to do the Dempster. We just dropped off the trailer. As you can see, we did a crazy amount of work just to get that thing ready, switching stuff around, leaving stuff in behind. The truck is now fully loaded with all of our stuff in the right place. We just got a lot of stuff that's in here that we're gonna have to move every single day. That's just how we're gonna have to live for the next 8 to 10 days. So that's just the way that we are here at the Bonanza RV park where we've left the trailer, and we're ready to hit the Dempster.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. You can go anytime from the Yukon.
We are officially going there.
So what did you think about entering Tombstone Range here?
This spot courtesy of iOverlander app. Check this out. Like, is this a nutso place to camp or what? Obviously we've had a crazy epic day, just photographing on the Dempster Highway, coming through the Tombstone area. It's really hard to describe how stunningly beautiful this place is. The words can't really even describe what this place is like. Here's Haines' sleeping arrangement. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's his head over there. His feet are going to be over here. It's going to be a little tight, but I mean, he's got enough to sleep in there. It's slightly smaller than a single. My sleeping area, I don't think I've arranged this all yet, but it's going to be kind of in here somewhere. I need to move a bunch of stuff to the front.
This is what I slept in last night. Pretty messy. Pretty tight. But that's my view. Not too shabby.
We are just packing up after a rather challenging night sleeping in the truck. It's the decision to leave the trailer behind in Dawson was a difficult one to do, but also created a whole new set of challenges for us, in that we've got so much stuff now in the truck that we needed to bring with us, and the truck's just not that big, and so we're having to move buckets of stuff around. It's just a bit of a pain. We are on the Ogilvy River now, in the Ogilvy Mountains. We've traveled about an hour and a half from our campsite this morning, and I see a nice little pool over here, and we are going to catch some fish hopefully this morning. So we just made a stop here at Eagle Plains, which is a bit of a paradise in the middle of the wilderness. It's a bit of a muck hole. Not been a whole lot of fishing yet today, simply because the rivers have been blown out. There's a bit of rain that was up here, so they're really dark and brown. And the Ogilvy River is quite large, and just not a lot of access to get down to the river quite easily. This is the Arctic Circle. The little white dots in the background there is the actual Arctic Circle crossing. Yeah, I heard about him in Whitehorse. Oh, yet another crazy epic day today for sure. So we made it as far as Rock River, just past the Arctic Circle. We're probably about an hour past that, I think. And like, what an amazing place this has been. Like, the scenery here has been just bonkers. Here's our campsite. Kind of a nice little campsite. It's a government one here at Rock River, and fall is definitely in the air. Haines has made himself a pretty cozy bed in comparison to the other night, so he'll be a lot more comfortable here tonight. He's put everything off to the side, which is way better than what we had before. I'm going to arrange my side of the, or inside the cabin a little differently. You can see all the mud here today off the road. It was pretty sticky in some places, and we have a little present here. We got some moose droppings right in the campsite, and I don't know how fresh these guys are, but obviously there's moose in the area. It was a really cold night. I was sleeping in the back of the truck. It was pretty darn uncomfortable. So I think we made the decision this morning that just to stay warmer and to be a little more comfortable, we're actually going to sleep together in the back of the truck, sort of ass to tea kettle. I mean, we're brothers, so I guess that's all right. We need to stay warm. It is way too cold out here, almost kind of dangerously cold at night. So I don't know if you've guessed it or not, but we are in the town of Inuvik tonight, and I'm so excited to be here. As a matter of fact, we got so tired of the camping thing, and we got into this place, the McKenzie Hotel. Just coming down the main street of Inuvik, Northwest Territories. There's the church, the Igloo Church. We're here at the Northern Store in Inuvik, and if you want to buy a snow machine, there it is. For the low, low price of $20,000. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
How's it going, eh?
Hey, so we are finally on our way to Tuktoyaktuk. Let's try that again. We are finally on our way to Tuktoyaktuk and the Arctic Ocean. I'm really happy about that. We just did a little bit of shopping for some suvies and just looking around the town and stuff like that. So anyways, the highway is supposed to be really bad from here, but it's not really that bad yet. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, we're officially not in Kansas anymore. This is it, Dorothy. This is the wilderness. Outside of Inuvik, heading to the Arctic Ocean and Tuktoyaktuk. This is tundra. Just a few trees only here and there now, way above the tree line. At a trumpeter swan, like just right beside the road here. They just don't want to fly. Coming into Tuktoyaktuk. Picturesque. See the Arctic Ocean sign any moment. There it is. Yep, I made it to the end of the Dempster Highway at the Arctic Ocean. Oh, we're so happy about that. Check this out. Look at this view. Nothing but water. It is so cold here. It's windy. My hands are freezing. It's, what's the date today? September the 7th or 8th, something like that, 2023. Yeah. We're pretty proud that we made it here finally. I'm gonna take some photos. We're gonna call our loved ones at home, let them know that we're here and that we're safe. I'm gonna dip my toe in the Arctic Ocean. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna put my toe in it. And before I do, I want to thank my wife who painted this beautiful rock for me. That's my little A-frame camper. That's me fishing, catching a fish in the mountains on a beautiful lake or river. And here's the YouTube channel, Capture Real Adventure. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to do a little adventure by sticking our toe in the Arctic Ocean. So I'm going to put the rock in there as well. I'm not going to leave it here, but let's do it. There you go. There it goes. Ah! That's pretty cool. Wow, actually it's pretty cold. There we go. That's fresh.
No kidding.
All right. This is what we're dealing with right now, making beans, Spam, and whatever else, granola bars and chips for dinner. Gourmet food for two guys on the run. Weird stuff. Wow. You can see why moose have long legs, just to deal with this kind of stuff, walking through this. It's tough to walk through. just crossed over the Northwest Territories Yukon border, and it is windy, windy, windy up here. Just check to see how desolate this is. I mean, we're in the clouds, but this is amazing country. Check out the view down there. Look at that. Fast moving clouds you can see here. And this apparently is where they see the grizzly bears. So I'm going to stop here and do some glassing at the slopes. And we're just going to get a couple of photos up here, head back in the vehicle and in safety. Crazy windy. What an amazing country. Wow.
I think we have a problem here.
Well, it was a super long day today. Driving about, maybe a third of the Dempster Highway today. It was a long drive, but absolutely necessary for us to get back to Dawson tomorrow. We landed here at Engineer Creek, Yukon government campsite. Really nice campsite in here. This is 7 o'clock in the morning, just got up, and my brother does not want to get out of bed. I just turned around here and opened up the back gate, and we're just talking about some noises he heard last night in the middle of the night. I think it was me that he heard in the middle of the night. I think I was snoring, apparently. I'm just doing a little fishing here on the Blackstone River in Tombstone Park here, and you know, I haven't done a whole lot of fishing on this area. I just wanted to give it one last try before we leave. Well, didn't catch anything there, that's okay. But this is what I was looking at here on the Blackstone River. We've been stopping a lot here in Tombstone Park, just checking out all the views here. I mean, some of these views are insane. You got to check out this view down this valley here. I don't know if you can see it very well with this camera, but we're looking this like right down there with the telephoto lens, so you're getting like a little kind of piece of it, just like that. It's absolutely a stunning view. Look how craggy those mountains are. And then I'm going to spend a few minutes glassing the slopes over here for grizzlies and caribou, see if there's anything there as well. Well, we have just completed the Dempster Highway. Me and my brother, we done did it. About 2,000 kilometers roughly we've traveled this entire length all the way to the Arctic Ocean and back. Like, this is just, we're like ecstatic that we've done this. A real feeling of accomplishment for sure. We have finally arrived in Whitehorse. We have been driving all day long today. It's just been a real big travel day today, just about 8 hours worth of driving in total. We didn't stop a whole lot, just to do, you know, some private business now and then maybe just stop for a hot dog in one place at Carmax, I believe it was, and to get some gas a couple times. So nothing really big excitement today, except for that one fishing spot at Crooked Creek there where I caught those 2 grayling, which is really fun. It is day 41 of the Great Northern Project. Wow, can't believe I've done 40 days so far. 40 days and 40 nights on this trip. It's been an amazing journey so far. Today, it's a bit of a change of the weather pattern. We're going to start seeing a little bit more showery activity, and there's a possibility of snow, believe it or not, this week in a couple of spots that we're heading to up in Alaska. Well, check this out. We finally got R2 nice and clean. We just took a brush to it. It took probably about almost 20 minutes, half hour, just to get the majority of the grime off of this thing. Some of the mud was so stuck on there that I just had to put the jet right up against it. We had to scrape it off. It was really stuck on there, kind of like concrete. So now they're actually having to clean the wash bay of all the mud that we left in behind. So we are at the end of Kluane Lake in the Yukon, and if you look up the history of Kluane Lake, you'll realize that the lake is actually drying up. Something to do with the glacier way down there apparently has clogged up the river system, or the creek that feeds the lake, and the lake has been drying up for many years, and you can see the result of that here. Check out this sort of marsh area. I remember being here in 2008 when there was still water in here. Even 2 years ago, there was some water a little bit further down the way over there, and I got some really nice marsh photographs, and now it's just all blowing sand. Check out the sand dunes on this side of the highway here. Have a look at this. Well, we finally made it to Kluane Lake here in the Yukon. Day 41 of the Great Northern Project, and we are here at one of the most stunning lakes that I've ever seen in Canada. I know there are many, but this is one of my favorite. It is cold, it is windy. I'm doing a time lapse of this scene here, of the mountains and the sunlight fading on the mountains here. That way is east. So in the morning, that's all going to be dark, the mountains. So I'll be out here in the morning, and I'm going to do another time lapse as well. I've been here before where the sun is just rising up over these mountains, and you start to reveal some of these hillsides. It's going to be absolutely stunning video and photography in the morning. And I promise I'll do a time lapse as well. and you'll see the time lapse of the evening shot that I'm doing right now on the iPhone here on my tripod. It's a chilly one this morning. It's probably around 0 degrees out and the wind is howling again. I'm sure there'll be white caps on the lake soon. Sunrise is just about to happen. I've got my other camera set up doing a time lapse, and we're gonna hang out here for the day. When the sun rises up over those mountains, it lights up these little valleys really nicely, and it makes for some great photography. So we're gonna photograph that soon. We are at the end of Kluane Lake. I just want to show you this view here this morning. Check this out. Isn't this spectacular? That's why I just love this lake. It is so vast, and there's so many opportunities to photograph and to sightsee around here. It is absolutely amazing. We are at the end of a road by the abandoned town or ghost town of Silver City. Wow, these buildings have deteriorated quite a lot since the last time I was here a couple of years ago. This is what we're using to capture the adventure here on the Great Northern Project. So, cheers. Good trip so far.
Not bad.
Not bad. You've been on better. But have you been up in the north?
Yes.
I mean, this far north?
No, not exactly this far north. I've been to the north. I've been in a remote area. I've been on Canada Day some year back, a few years ago, maybe 20 years ago. It was good. And then I went to the first largest the first tallest waterfall in Manitoba. Remember the name? You don't remember the name, do you? Kwa, Sich, U, One. Say that real fast.
Kwasutchewan.
There you go. Kwasitchewan. Kwasitchewan is the highest waterfall in Manitoba. It's like 4 feet or something.
We're starting to lose it. We really
I
are.
think it's about 5. I think it's 5 meters, or I don't know. It's not very high, but it's the highest.
Have another beer, Hans.
So it's the highest.
Now we get the egg. Here come the egg. And we get it just before it congeals. How is it?
Good.
Yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti carbonara
Very
tonight.
good.
Another great day here on Kluane Lake today. A really relaxing day. We just sort of hung out in the trailer most of the day. Had a couple naps, which was nice, just to get recharged for our big trip to Alaska tomorrow. Today is the day we head into Alaska. We're gonna pack up this morning, have a quick breakfast, and shove off. Do some photography along the way, maybe some fishing. We'll see what happens. No real big plans as to where we're gonna stay tonight. Just gonna be somewhere in Alaska and just see what happens. The day is gonna be an interesting one, I think. New experiences, taking the firearms across the border. That'll be entertaining, I'm sure. I've got the forms, it's all legal, but it's going to make part of the story to see how that actually goes. I'll probably be called into the office there and be given the 3rd degree, who knows. We are just about to head into Alaska. We are about less than a minute away, I think it is, just up ahead. And looking forward to leaving the Yukon and doing something different.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
The next 5... man, that hurt.
The roads are bad in Canada here.
Wow, that was rough.
That shook the dirt off.
Yeah, there was a lot of really bad sections of highway behind us.
Coming into Alaska, border crossing. Customs to the right. Customs.
Hi there.
Where are you folks from?
He's from Winnipeg, I'm from Chilliwack, BC.
Okay. And where are you headed?
To McCarthy and Valdez.
Okay. How long will you be in Alaska?
Depends on the weather, 5 to 7 days, something like that.
Okay.
I have 3 firearms to declare.
Okay. So which one is Hans?
That's
Right here, yeah.
And Karsten.
Yeah.
You have 3 firearms. Did you declare them to Canada?
Yes.
Nothing's changed since then?
Nothing at all. No, not even the ammunition.
Okay.
It's exactly the same amount as on the back there.
Okay. Yeah, you never know when you'll need those around here.
Well, that's why we're carrying the 2.
That's
and
hilarious.
The other one's for hunting in Canada. So we are officially in Alaska. We just got here. What is the date today? The 13th of September 2023. Looking straight down that cut. That is the border. We are on Grizzly Lake, and I want to show you this view. I don't know if you can see in the background over here.
Look at the reflection of that mountain over there with the clouds moving over top of it. That's a stunning, stunning mountain. And that's the direction that we're going to go in today.
We are finally on the road to McCarthy, and it is about 94 miles from here, as you can see from the sign behind me here. And this road's going to start turning rough in a little while, and it's going to be interesting. It's been raining. We've just went through a huge rainstorm, and we got a bit of a break here, which is nice to see. I think we're going to get some pretty lousy weather in the next couple of days. There's a big low sitting off the southern part of Alaska here right now, and it looks like it's going to be around for the next few days for sure. I bet you this is going to be bringing some snow into the area. Whether we get it or not, I'm not sure exactly. Narrow. There's the end of the pavement right there. We are on gravel from now on. Travel beyond this point not recommended. We went through absolute hell to get here today with this truck and camper. Let me tell you, this thing took a beating, but I mean, we did it slowly, we did it carefully. We did that highway in 6 hours. Now, we did stop for about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours doing photography. We're in this beautiful campsite that we are the only ones here, and it's a big campsite. It's because it's kind of remote here. I mean, we are really in the middle of nowhere in southeast Alaska. There they go. Check out the food. What's in there? What you got in there? Get away. Get off my food. Get. Today is going to be about visiting the town of McCarthy. We don't really know what's coming up here. We do know that you got to drive to a bridge, and from there I think you have to take a little shuttle bus into town or something. So we just crossed over the Kennecott Bridge and the Kennecott River, and there is no transportation service here this time of year. Maybe there's a shuttle other times of year, I'm not sure. But this is our trail. We have to walk into town, and have no idea how far it is. I don't think it's that far, but we'll see how that goes. Interesting. Kind of a neat way to start the adventure here today in McCarthy. But all right, this is the main street coming into McCarthy, and their main street kind of looks like their main highway coming in. It's got about as many potholes per square inch, which is kind of cool, I guess. Keeps out the riffraff, I suppose, or locks them in, I'm not sure. Like a movie set. The scale of some of these bearings and wheel parts are amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Imagine the weight of that stuff.
I mean, this looks like a bearing here as well, and it's got to be like 3 inches thick.
If you want to call it, of the Jumbo Mine tram line. And then there was another line that went up to Bonanza.
Wow.
And this is the concentrator. So they would take the ore that they smashed up in the mines, bring it down on the trams, and then they would further process it here.
Right.
These are two different crushers.
Oh, that's
and they would crush it and then sort it and crush it and sort it.
Right.
And then eventually extract the waste limestone from the copper.
This is such an adventure being here. Just I just can't believe the scenery. It's almost, it's indescribable, really. It's like it's alien, this landscape that's shaped by the glacier and mankind here kind of coming together. Well, it's another cold and crisp morning here in the McCarthy area. Still here in the campground. We're going to be heading out this morning, so we're packing up and we're making ourselves a really nice breakfast this morning. We did not make dinner last night because we had a free dinner at the Bear and Salmon, or the Salmon and Bear. Met a couple of celebrities there from the TV show Edge of Alaska. Had a chat with a couple of them there. Super nice folks out here. We had a good time last night. That was a lot of fun sitting with another couple that we met, Fran and his wife. Fran is an interesting character. As you see, he looks like a guy straight out of the Klondike.
Yeah, looking good.
Excellent. Have a good corned beef or hash, sausage hash breakfast.
All that goodness.
Horsetail Falls. Good morning from Valdez, Alaska. Boy, it sure rained last night. I was kind of comfortable sitting in the trailer and listening to that rain, but unfortunately we still did have a bit of a leak in the trailer, despite all of the repair work that we've done to it. So not sure what we're going to do about that yet. Look at this morning. Look at all the mountains around me here. Check this out. Valdez is a very pretty town. It's nestled in some gorgeous, gorgeous country right here in southeast Alaska.
here's my view this morning over this beautiful lake. There is one trumpeter swan that's just kind of swam over to the other side of the lake there. The other one took off already. But what a beautiful spot it is here. There's a photo blind right over there that I just finished going into. And I've been photographing the reflections here on the lake. We are back in the Yukon. So glad for that, because now we have regular cell service. Oh, that's great. Anyways, we had a great time in Alaska. Really enjoyed it. And we were actually going to go back into Alaska today, down south of Haines Junction, down into Haines. But we decided, you know, we're going to retire a little bit early today, around 5 o'clock, and just, you know, make a nice dinner and not sort of rush around the last minute. It snowed last night. You could tell the freezing level has come down quite a bit. This is all just from last night, this snow. It's pretty, but dang, it's cold out here. We just came through a section of the Tatanchini LSEC Park in BC. A lot higher up, close to 1,000 meters up. Boy, to the stunning country up there. We stopped probably about 10, 12 times just to photograph the different areas. Oh wow, I mean that's just like mind-blowing kind of stuff. Yeah, no one can quite describe how beautiful, amazing, stunning it really is. It's at a different level. It's like the highest level of wow that you could possibly imagine. Like the mountains are like you can't describe it. It leaves you speechless.
Here's your passports back.
Great, thank you.
Here's your paper. Make sure you keep that with you, okay?
Yes, absolutely. They want to see this at the Canadian border side as well. So
Good deal.
all right, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Have a good time, guys.
Thank you.
We just finished paying for our ferry from Haines to Skagway.
Yeah.
So we've reserved that for 2 days from now. So we're here for 2 nights.
Yeah.
We just dropped the trailer off at the RV park.
Yeah.
And we are now on our way to go viewing some grizzly bears. We were told that by one couple that they saw 10 of them here yesterday.
Yeah.
There's a weir down there, which we're going to go all the way down. So we're going to go check out the grizzly bears here. And hopefully we can finally see some feeding on salmon at the end of this river here. So we're going to be there in just a couple minutes. We've finally seen our bears here. And there's a mom with 3 cubs there, and over there was just a mom with 2 cubs. We just saw her going in the forest over there. Good morning, day 50 of the Great Northern Project. Wow, can't believe it's been 50 days since I left home. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back in the next couple of weeks, but I still got a couple more jobs that I need to photograph for clients on the way back in British Columbia. We are still in Haines, Alaska. We're going to be discovering a little bit more of that today. And we discovered that we got a flat tire. So we're down about 20 psi on that back left tire over there. We're going to change that. We're just going to put it on time lapse. Let you guys enjoy watching me change a tire. Right now I'm walking along the Chilkoot River here where we were last night watching the grizzly bears, and we do know that they are sleeping up on the hillside here kind of beside the road, and I just kind of just slowly been walking by just to see if I can have a peek at them here, but that's all right. I have my can of bear spray. It is open and ready to go just in the event. I double checked where the wind is coming from so that I know that I'm okay if in fact there is one that's gonna stick its nose out at me. You know, it's such a cold and miserable day out there right now. It is pouring rain. It has been all day long. So we've been sort of holed up here in the trailer for a good part of the day. There's just nothing really to go check out. We might actually go into town tonight, maybe just go to the pub or something, have a beer. But we didn't even get out to see the bears again. It is so miserable out. Like, it's unbelievable. There's quite a storm happening out there. We just finished having a beer and a sandwich at the Red Onion Saloon and Brothel. Pretty historic building, pretty cool. They're doing brothel room tours there. They did a cute little skit with a couple of would-be ladies of the night, and it was kind of fun. Good evening.
Good day. How are you?
Fabulous, thank you.
Good. Drive safely. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Good night.
I just made us a little treat of fried Cheerios. These are the cinnamon sugar ones that I fried up. Nice little snack for a cold evening. So miserable out. Well, we are in the Conrad campground now in the Yukon. We just went from Alaska to British Columbia to the Yukon, all within about 45 minutes. Just walking around the town here of Carcross. Just got ourselves a coffee and some pastries. Beautiful little town. This is so historic here. There's this really interesting ship I want to show you here. It's the Tutchi. And this was a ship that was built here in 1911. And it was undergoing restoration in 1988 after being decommissioned in the 50s as a cruise ship. And unfortunately it burned to the ground. What an interesting history, but it's still standing as much as was left over. And they put a big structure on top so you can actually go inside it and walk around and see the old boiler and things like that. So pretty sad, but interesting part of the history of this area. So we just came from the town of Atlin, BC. We're heading north. That was a great stop. We did a whole bunch of ICM stuff, intentional camera movement stuff on some poplars. And wow, you're just showing me some of the stuff we've got here. I am in Carcross, and in the Carcross desert right now. Not technically a desert, they call it a desert, but really it is the remains of an ancient seafloor, a glacial seafloor that's just left this deposit of sand everywhere. We're only about an hour away from Whitehorse, and we didn't really want to go up to Whitehorse to camp tonight, so we found a little spot here just kind of in these sand dune areas, and this is just kind of an extension of that Carcross desert. We're literally 5 minutes up the road from Carcross on that desert. And so this sand that is here is all the remains of a glacial lake, and it's also part of the old railroad. I'm going to walk over there and I'll show you. That was the what is it called, the White Pass Yukon, I think, railway track all the way from Skagway to Whitehorse. That is no longer in operation. The train now just goes from Skagway to Fraser, which is just kind of at the top of the pass, just outside of Skagway, kind of in that historic area still. And they shut down this part of the track, I think, in the 70s or the 80s. And you can still see the remains of it here. This is the old track, the narrow gauge track here, that used to go all the way to Whitehorse. And there's the back of it over here. And it stretches off into the distance over there as well towards those mountains. If you ever wonder what a jar of mustard looks like after it's been puked, has puked inside a fridge, there it is right there. Oh, it was a really cold night last night. This is probably the coldest it's been in a long time. You could see your breath this morning. It's probably hovering just around zero. Freezing temperature, and what a beautiful day today. Nice clear skies. Mountains are all lit up in the back. We were just only an hour away from Whitehorse. We finally got back into Whitehorse, and we are settling down here in our campsite. The big surprise, the big reveal happens tomorrow. Surprise!
Hello.
What? Hi. Hello. Holy mackerel. Nice story.
What bullshit did he tell you?
Oh, it's like Major. Hey, buddy, how are you? Come here. Oh, do you remember me?
So, I just surprised you with a visit from my daughter and my grandson.
You did.
That was a big surprise. Remember I said there's a big surprise coming? I told you guys there's a big surprise coming. Well, I guess we got to say our goodbyes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye, see ya. Yeah, so these are Bighorn
sheep. These are the females.
Can you stick bubble gum out?
I'm gonna hold it in. There we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is it warm? Kluane Lake, craziness. About 5 degrees, 4 degrees. We are currently hiking up Sheep Mountain, and it's aptly named. This is quite a beautiful, look at the stunning view here of Kluane Lake just below us. Absolutely amazing. My daughter and my grandson are just climbing up the rocks here behind me. There is a ram doll sheep right at the top of that, looking at me. See if I can zoom into right there. We love you too. Okay, thanks for coming. It was nice to see you. This is the Smart River on the Alaska Highway, about half an hour east of Teslin, or about 200 kilometers west of Watson Lake on the Alaska Highway. Great fishing here. I got a feel we got a fish on, just like that. Finally, a decent sized one. You are coming home with me, buddy. We got ourselves a little fry. Fish on. I don't know how many fish that is for the day, but that's a lot. You're a little bit bigger, but you're still not a keeper. Yeah, you're going back home. Finally get to see a black bear on the Alaska Highway. Back on home turf. Yeehaw! The Alaska Highway is huge. It's easily twice as wide as this, with the wildlife corridors probably 3 times wider than the width of this road itself on either side. And just not as scenic until you hit the northern Rockies around Muncho Lake area. And before that, between Dawson Creek and Muncho Lake, it's pretty flat country. And I just got a moose crossing the road right in front of me just as I'm talking. Look at that. This is amazing. What wild, beautiful country this is. The YouTube channel is Capture Real Adventure. So capture is the photography part. The real part is obviously the fishing. And the adventure part is just simply getting out of your vehicle and experiencing places like this. Whenever you see something that's unusual, you know, like a lake or a beautiful tree or some scene that just takes your breath away, just stop. What is the point of traveling unless you don't actually take in what your surroundings are? Like, I don't understand that. I see so many people just going, you know, like just barreling down the highway just to get to somewhere as quickly as they possibly can. I get it, if you're in a hurry, you definitely need to be somewhere. But if you're on holidays, or you're with your kids or something, show them this. Give them the experience of seeing Canada like this. More often than not, I will stop at a place and something presents itself, whether it be a duck, some kind of animal, a bird that's unusual, a scene that you can tell something has happened here, or there's some historic thing, or you just discover little things. These are what I call adventures, and that's where capture real adventure comes from. Having these little adventures, stopping on the highway, taking a breather, you know, smelling the roses. That's what it's all about. So here I am, look at this, all by myself in this gorgeous country, vehicles passing me by. I don't know how many people have done this, but I bet you very, very few have seen this scene here, and it is literally 100 feet off the highway down an easy little side road that obviously people have camped in here before. They have enjoyed this scene. You should do the same as well. When you're on the Cassiar Highway in particular, like I am right now, just stop, enjoy the scenery, and just enjoy life. Just checking out this bizarre landscape here from this forest fire. There's a little lake down there. Wow. Crazy. Just completely charred. I'm just on the section of the Cassiar Highway where I can turn off to the right and head to the old Cassiar Mine. And if you're a fan at all or have seen the TV show Jade Fever, you'll recognize this place as where the character Scrappy Larry has a scrapyard. Oh my gosh, there is a grouse right in the middle of the road here. Okay, you gotta walk a little faster, buddy. We're gonna hit him with the air horn here and see if that gets his attention and gets him out of the way. Here we go. Oh, he just looked. What's that? He says, but nope, makes no difference to me. Go on. There he goes, finally. Oh, I see a vehicle there. There's Scrappy Larry's sign. So you guys aren't filming anymore?
No.
You're done with that, thank goodness?
Yeah. As soon as the guy's there, they got the door open a bit just to walk.
Oh. Is that where he is? In there?
Oh, yeah.
You mind if I say hello? Hello, puppy. Knock, knock. Anybody home? Knock, knock. Oh my God, sorry.
Get out of here.
Sorry about that. Out, 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 out for that.
That's okay.
Come on in.
Killer dog.
It's Killer Dog, hi. Scrappy Larry himself.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here, I was talking to your son, he said I'm okay that I'm recording. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't
Okay, appreciate it. I'm looking for some RV parts. Do you guys got any RVs at all?
Oh, we got one over in the back there. Like, what kind of thing are you looking
I'm
for?
looking for like the fridge. Great. I had mine fly off on the Dempster Highway.
Okay, I got lots of RVs in Watson, but there's a Chevy over there, and there's a big RV over here.
Is there? Okay.
But don't touch the blue bus.
The blue bus, leave that one alone? Okay.
And but you can take a look at the RV. That's yeah, take a look at that.
Sure, I'll have a look at that.
And there's one over there.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay.
And if I need a part, if I find one, what do? You guys take cash only? Is that how?
Yeah.
But you don't take credit card, do you?
I got no credit card.
Credit.
Won't charge you that much.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have a whole lot of cash on me, so we might have to do a little bit of horse trading.
Okay.
All right, guys, take care.
Don't let that dog in.
Okay, appreciate it. Nice meeting you.
Okay, well, I just met Scrappy Larry and his son. All right, let's see what they got going on here. Let's see what kind of covers they got here. That is the wrong kind of cover. Well, that was an experience. Like your mine site? Okay, because yours is way down by Dee's Lake, isn't it?
60 miles that way.
It's 60 miles that way, but you got to go to Dee's Lake first of all. I've seen the road.
And then
I kind of.
some clicks in, yeah.
It's that far in.
Yeah. Takes over 8 hours to go 70 clicks.
That's if your trucks don't break down and you have
If
an
it doesn't
overnight.
break
And
down.
I've
Yeah.
seen those. Yeah.
Coming out with a load, it's even longer.
All right, we are just in Jade City, and I'm going to camp right here for tonight, based on the intel I got from Gary from the Jade Fever television series. And he says there are pike in the lake, which is just down the way. I'd have to hike in a little bit. And there are Dolly Varden, and there are grayling all day long in this river, he says. Oh, it was a pretty cold night last night. The heater went out because the propane ran out about 2:30 in the morning. I had to get up, go outside, switch propane tanks, and get the heater working back again. Got up just before sunrise on day 61. And I'm right here on the confluence of two creeks, actually. They run together right here. And I'm going to fish a little pool here off to the left. This morning I'm using a 3-weight again. I really enjoy using this fly rod. And it is an Opti K2 from Luke. I am finally back on the Cottonwood River after being here, oh gosh, 2 or 3 years ago. I was fishing right here when I was setting up my fly line right across the river over there. The black wolf pops its nose out just to have a drink of water, has a look at me, and takes off. Just before I got a photo of it, of course. But see, we got this beautiful little creek coming in here to the river. What a gorgeous spot for fly fishing. Absolutely gorgeous spot. One of my favorite places I've ever fished at. I'm so looking forward to casting a line in here. And this time I got my phone ready, my camera ready. If that wolf sticks his nose out, I got him. So I'm going to huck a line here into the Dees River. Just crossed over the bridge here. And I'm just going to use my spinning rod just to give it a try. There's not a lot of casting room, so I'm not wearing my waders again. Oh, a little fish just got. I got a fish on. Look at that. Just a little grayling. Oh yeah, that's a good size one. You're a bit bigger than the rest, I can tell. You're almost an eater, but not quite. He's got a nice, ooh, there he goes. You're a little bit bigger. You're the biggest one so far. Yeah, you're good size. Arctic Grizzly. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, there's a good size one. Oh yeah, what a beauty. That is an Arctic grayling to be proud of. Beautiful. I'm gonna let you go. Another good size one. Number 8. Here we are at the Stikine River. Hello, little bear. You just a little feller. Hey, little brown noser. Okay, we are passing into Hyder, Alaska right now. This is the border crossing. When you first get there, you do not have to stop. Hyder, Alaska, here we are. I am on the Grizzly viewing platform here at Fish Creek. And I do not see any bears. However, this is where they hang out. We're going to keep going down here. We're going to stay here a little while. Wow, I have just seen my first grizzly bear at the Fish Creek Wildlife Observation Site here. I've been here now my 3rd or 4th time, I can't remember. I think it's my 4th time. And I have never seen a grizzly bear here until today. I am just about to cross the border back into Canada again. And I've got to make a little pit stop right here. Well, I finally made it to the south end of the Cassiar Highway. Day 63 of the Great Northern Project. Last night I camped in a pretty cool spot. And check this out. This is an old abandoned mill of some sort, according to the iOverlander app that I use to find this place. It is just, oh, I would say maybe 20 kilometers east of Kitwanga. Wow, what a super lazy day it's been today. I parked here this morning after just driving for 1 hour only at this spot here at Whitset, I believe it's called. A wonderful campsite here. Free shower, free laundry, 20 bucks a night. Overlooks a canyon where some First Nations people do their salmon fishing, dip netting. It is a day to go to Smithers and start my first of 2 jobs in the next 2 days. So I'm going to be photographing a lodge today.
Wow, what a banner day at Banner Mountain Lodge. What an amazing day photographing their place here and them allowing me to camp here overnight, which is wonderful. So the owner here at Banner Mountain Lodge has offered me to use his quad so that I can go hunting grouse on a back road that is very close by here. So I am going to jump on this bad boy and I am going to check this out. So this is how I'm working tonight, just sitting here, my feet up on the ottoman by the fire. It's a great place that I photographed today. Foggy morning here on day 66 of the Great Northern Project. Yes, the last day of photo shoots for my clients. I'm off to Round Lake Resort this morning after such a great day yesterday here at Banner Mountain Lodge. But check out this fog, it's just so thick. And I've got to do some drone work. Hopefully it's not as foggy over there. It's about a half an hour drive from here. So I finally made it to Round Lake Resort here in the Smithers area. Wow, what a gorgeous spot this is. Absolutely stunning. I waited just at the right time here to start filming on the outside because it was all foggy this morning and it was not great for photos for sure. And guess what? I'm on my way home. Yeehaw! That makes me happy. I've got a solid 2 days of driving to do, but I might just stop and fish if I can. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited, so I'm pumped. I am here at the world's largest fly fishing rod. It's a beautiful day to be coming home. It's probably the warmest I've been in about 6 or 7 weeks. I'm home. Yeehaw! I made it. Hey, you. Oh my goodness. Oh my. This feels so good. We did it. All right. All right, Mumsy. Come here, you.
I missed you so much.
I know. I missed you too. Good to see you finally. Oh,
Aww.
you do now. Wow, that looks interesting being there.
Yeah, it's home.
Let's go inside and see kitties.
Well, you gotta,
I did it. I'm home. Wow. This looks familiar. Cool.
Who's here, you guys? Who's here, kitties?
Hi.
Pixie, who's that?
Hi, Pixie.
Oh.